Hello Mr. Randy Duck and welcome back for another video. Today I have two replays to show you in the Tier 8 Soviet tank destroyer premium tank, the SU-130PM. Now this is a fantastic premium tank destroyer. It has a 520 alpha gun with a decent reload and fantastic DPM. Very stealthy, fantastic concealment. And good mobility as well for a tank destroyer. And here we are on Westfield, which is obviously a good map to be in a stealthy tank destroyer, with two enemy artilleries in the game, one enemy light tank, and the first replay is Tier 8 matchmaking. So initially we decided to play sort of the ridge here on the left hand side of the map. I was going to push to sort of the J8 sort of position quite early if I can get there, because if I can then spot the enemy tanks which camp at the back and try and win this side quickly, because the sooner the better really. So as we start to move up, we do get detected by this light tank, which was something I was concerned about, but I actually get a fantastic shot with him which sets them on fire, and it gets shut down by our friendly tanks behind us, which is good news for us, because not only have we taken out the picked up a bit of damage, I think we've taken out the only enemy light tank in the game, and that's going to give us a massive advantage on playing Westfield. It also means we can now free farm tanks like this Panther here without getting detected, which is ideal, because sometimes you get tanks who come this side but they never sort of win the position where I am right now, and without doing so you end up getting stuck there a little bit, and I didn't want that to happen. I wanted to control the game and win this side, and thankfully we've been able to do that. We now got nice shots, as you can see here, into the Panther, and I get my second fire in the game with my second shot and picking up a second kill. So great start to this game, putting myself on 1,700 damage with 2 kills. Just trying to confirm this enemy medium tank out of here, and then we can try and push forward. Because if you can look on the mini-map, it looks like the majority of the enemy team are playing this sort of top left-hand side of or the top map at the sort of the B sort of 2 area. So that means they're going to probably win that area because they've got the overmatch. So I want to try and push forward and see if we can get any shots into tanks like this tank destroyer, which is kind of camping looking for shots. But we see an opportunity to take out this enemy TL1C there, the sort of unskinned stone cold, and we pick up our third shot of damage. So and picking up our third kill, I should say. We then try and pre-aim a shot into that enemy tank destroyer crossing. Unfortunately, it just doesn't hit where we want to. Maybe we could have led a little better, but we might now have an opportunity to get a shot in here into this AT-15. Unfortunately, it doesn't pen. We do swap to the heat shells just because obviously you lose penetration over distance with this sort of AP or APCR, where with the heat over distance you won't lose any penetration values. So I'm trying to just take out this tank as quickly as I can, because I am concerned that a lot of the team will win in the other side. So I may even have to go back to defend the base. But before we do so, we're just going to see if we can get any shots in, because it is very even, this game at the moment. It's bang on 10 versus 10 right now. We've definitely won this side of the map, which is good because it gives us a little bit more freedom. But we are dying in the other side. So what I'm going to do is actually decide to push across now. Play a little bit aggressively, considering I am in a stealthy TD. Mainly because I want to get up on that ridge to spot the enemy tanks. Because as you can see, we've got about 4 tanks just playing where I was at the start of the game behind us, on the ridge behind. I want to spot any tanks before they're able to spot our TDs, because if I can stop that from happening, then it's going to keep our TDs in the game. It's also going to mean we should be able to pick up some assistance and stop the enemy team just pushing across, because once they push across and get up underneath the ridge, it's going to light all our tanks at the back. There they're going to be able to get taken out, because we are starting to lose the game, although it's very close. And it will only be this heavy tank with me now would have vision. So I am pushing up on this ridge. Like I say, it's fairly aggressively, but we don't have a light tank left anymore. So really it's just me and this heavy tank keeping the vision for our friendly team. Now that heavy tank's gone, it is solely me keeping the vision. So I'm just trying to stay in this position. But I have noticed a few of these tanks are one-shots to us. Both of the tanks are one-shots. Unfortunately, bounced that shot off the Tiger P, which is a shame. We do pick up a kill a little bit before picking up our 4th kill. So 7 versus 6. So again, it's still really close. I'm getting told I need to fall back, but I don't agree with that. That at the moment, I need to keep the vision for my team because I do have cover and support. You can see how many guns are supporting me right now. So I'm just waiting patiently for these tanks to get detected, and then I'll be able to push some shots in. There's 2 enemy heavy tanks and 2 enemy TDs left, and 2 enemy artilleries or fun police. I'm going to try now, not detecting anything, so just push across this ridge just in case they are sitting up here. I want to just spot them while I've got the guns, looking at anything I detected. I do get spotted. I'm going to try and get squeezing a shot there into that enemy tank destroyer. We do pick up the kill, picking up our 5th kill of the game, I believe. So we do have an opportunity to maybe even pick up Devastators or even the Radleys here. We don't have that much damage because a lot of our shots were killing tanks which were low health. But we have managed to pick up 5 kills. We spot an enemy artillery, get a nice shot into that artillery, but we do then get detected. So we've got to try and pull back, but I am picking up assistance from our friendly artillery for lighting that tank. It looks like the other enemy artillery was looking to shoot us. Our friendly artillery just takes out their artillery there. Picks up about 1,000 assistance. We're on about 3,000 damage of 1,000 assistance with 5 kills now. So decent start. Sorry, decent game so far. I know there's an AT-15 in this little lower ground. I'm going to try and go in for the kill. Unfortunately, I get slapped by the enemy artillery for over half my hit points, which was not what I wanted. I do go in and pick up the 6th kill though. Now I'm just trying to squeeze myself out of this scenario so I don't get blown up by the enemy artillery again. I want to try and leave this spot because I figured he's probably going to try and shoot me. It is now a 7 versus 2. Our team's done a good job of taking out those tanks there. And I just want to see if we can, we get another kill shot in here. We can pick up the Devastator medal for getting the 7 kills. So I would like to try and do that if I can. Doesn't look like I'm going to get the heavy tank. I do know the enemy artillery is up here somewhere though, just because where that shell came into me. He does get spotted here on the left. I'm going to try and get a shot in. We squeeze that shot in, killing the enemy artillery, picking up our 7th kill of the game. So let's just see how we got on before we move on to the final replay, which is bottom tier matchmaking. So this time we get 7 kills, just shy of 4,000 damage, 1,500 assistance, the ace tanker, the Devastator, the high caliber. So good start to the video, but let's move on to the final video now. Let's move on. Okay, so here we are for the second and final replay of the video, where there is 1 enemy artillery, 1 enemy light tank, fairly balanced sort of team spread, but it is tier 10 matchmaking, so we are bottom tier right now. We're on Live Oaks, Team Destruction, so we don't have to worry about the cap. Now I was going to go and try and play the tracks initially to try and get some shots down there, but as you can see, a lot of pretty much all of our friendly team have decided to go to sort of town area, and I only have 1 medium tank with me here. So I'm already in my mindset is that I'm going to leave this area, but what I want to do before that happens is, the enemy light tank's been detected on the other side of the map, so I know the light tank's not down this side. I'd like to try and just spot the enemy team and see how many tanks are coming. But as you can see, my fantastic driving skills there has delayed me slightly to my plans. I almost drive off the bridge and kill me. Kill myself. Enemy huntsman gets spotted. We do take an opportunity to get a shot in. Like I say, it's in my mindset, but I'm probably going to have to leave this area depending on how many tanks come. But I just wanted to get a bit of information. I do get detected here. We try and put a shot in, and unfortunately we eat one in return. And now I've got to move. I feel bad for our friendly medium tank there, which is by itself. But the reality is I can't keep him alive from there. Maybe I could have stayed a little bit further back. But I just, I wanted to get that information to find out how many tanks are coming there, because that's kind of crucial. Just getting that information just tells you how you can play the game. I have got to leave, and unfortunately our friendly medium tank does die. There is quite a few tanks coming down that train tack area, and obviously it is tier 10 matchmaking as well. So there will be no way I can win that fight if I stay there. But thankfully I'm in a stealthy tank destroyer, so I'm going to pull back and try and then just wait for those tanks to come down the tracks, poke up towards our sort of base. Like I say, there's no cap circle, so I don't have to worry about getting capped out. But I do just want to stop the tanks coming all the way behind us, so I'm going to try and fall back to a position where I can use some cover. Hopefully our friendly light tank who is coming back now will detect them for us, and that will allow us to get some shots in. This Yagi 100, you know, just pokes up. I try and just snap in a shot there into his drive wheel. It's always going to be unlikely to hit that shell, but I thought I might as well try it. Again, had a small, slim shot. Again, very unlikely that was going to hit, but I thought, you know, why not take the shot as we're trying to move back into position? Because the majority of our friendly team, we are winning the game right now. It doesn't, you know, stay that way. Spoiler alert, they're trying to push the enemy tanks in their sort of base. I'm going to wait here and just defend this side of the map. Unfortunately, we missed a shot in the Huntsman, which wasn't ideal. You know, we only actually got one pen, so we've not had a great start to this game right now. Enemy Action X comes around. We get a lovely shot into his track wheel there, also damaging his drive wheel. Ammo rack. We're trying to just cover our Death Star, because that Death Star is going to take the brunt of the focus here, because he's the one further forward. The best thing I can do is just try and cover him, because he is going to at least proxy spot any tanks, or spot any tanks that come round onto him, you know, close to him. The best thing I can do is just try and cover him, because really I've got me, a light tank, and maybe our friendly artillery if he's looking this way, which you would think he would be, because this is where, if these tanks break through, they're gonna take him out. So I'm just trying to cover him and do the best I can do to do that. You know, this is pretty much all I can do right now. So you can see we're what, 3 tanks up right now, so it's going quite well. But the Death Star is looking like it's probably going to get taken out. We're going to hopefully finish off this Action X for him, which we do, picking up our first kill of the game. Unfortunately, the Death Star does now get taken out. Not a lot I can do, but the Conqueror does push around, and we might be able to track this Conqueror in place. He's already burnt his repair kit. We do track him in place there, picking up another shot of damage, and thankfully he is getting slapped by our friendly light tank here and our our friendly heavy tank, which takes him out and gives us a bit of track assistance there. We get about 800 track assistance, and we take out an enemy Conqueror. We're still 3 tanks up at this point right now, so again we are leading this battle, but our tanks are slightly starting to die in the north. And we, it is a tier 10 matchmaking, so we've got to be a little bit careful. Our friendly heavy tank is pushing up. Now this is good, because he pushes up, he's going to spot them. You can see we are starting to lose now in the other side of the map, so I'm thinking, I can't, how many tanks are really here? I know there was a Jaeger E100. We took out the Conqueror, we took out the Action X. I don't, there might not be that many tanks over this side now, so I'm going to go in and try and support our heavy tank and see if we can take out these tanks quickly, because I'm concerned we're starting to lose tanks on the other side, and I want to try and get involved to get some damage. Our friendly light tanks coming in, our friendly heavy tanks coming in. We're going to try and move forward and back them up. There is an enemy ST-2. Now that's a dangerous tier 10, because obviously it's the double barrel tier 10. If he shoots both barrels as once, we are actually a one-shot to him. So we've got to be careful of this tank, and he is also a one-shot. Fortunately, our light tank's gone in probably a little bit too soon for my liking, so I'm not there to really cover him. Try to poke and get a shot in. Unfortunately, the wreck of the enemy tank destroyer here is getting in our way and stopping us being able to do so. Our friendly heavy tank is coming around though, which is good for us, because he can't look both ways, so I've got to be careful. I don't want to get double shot. But if he shoots right now, which he's done at our enemy heavy tank, we should be able to actually put a shot into him. Again, we've got to wait, because he's looking like he's going to try and put his barrel in. But we do squeeze a shot in there, putting them onto, I think, a one-shot to us now. We're just waiting. As again, like I said, I could be a one-shot to this tank if he fires 2 barrel shots. So I really need a heavy tank to take the shot. We can then move in. But unfortunately for me, the problem I've got now is the enemy artillery piece is alerted to us. And that's a problem, because that artillery, I'm in an SU, I have no armour. I don't want to get hit by that enemy artillery, which is making it very, very difficult. I know from behind this building here, the chances of the artillery hitting me is slim, But the second I poke round to the right hand side, because the artillery is probably sitting at the back of the sort of tracks area, he would have an easy shot onto us. So that is a bit of a problem for us. And I'm getting constantly, I can't lose my spot here because this heavy tank is alive. It's keeping me detected. But thankfully that heavy tank does get spotted, does taken out, and that means I can move. As I try and leave, an enemy tank destroyer is looking for a shot. This is not good. Thankfully he misses a shot. There was those wrecks in the way which kind of made that shot difficult shot for him to take. I've got to move now because I'm detected. It's not going to be long for the enemy artillery to start looking at me, which he is. And it's a very, very close game, 5 versus 6. But I want to try and pull back because I want to try and keep my distance so I can use my concealment to my advantage. There's a one-shot medium tank to our left where our friendly Ruthless is, and then we got our heavy tank on the other side. Going to wait and see if we can squeeze a shot here with our heat shells into this Jag E100. We do squeeze a lovely shot in there to his superstructure, putting them onto a one-shot, which is very, very nice. Maybe our artillery can finish him off and splash him off. Puts us into 2,800 damage and 800 assistance. We're one tank down now. So this is very, very close. So I'm being careful because obviously it's enemy artillery. If I get spotted, he could potentially look for shots into us. I think he's probably down the sort of track area, that enemy artillery. And now I'm thinking, what I might do is see if I can help my Ruthless take out this medium tank to our left, because it's difficult when you've got tanks behind you and on the right hand side. You could end up getting pincered and trapped. So if I'm able to take out that tank, that'd be very, very good. The 430U does get taken out by the Ruthless. This is good because I think I can play this ridge. But then I spot 2 enemy tank destroyers coming in. One is an enemy E3, which is maybe a one-shot to us. One's a T28, I believe. I've got to try and pull back now. We're now in a 4 versus 5. Artillery is still in the game again, which is a big issue. But I've got to try and I'm trying to get in a position where I can maybe cover our Ruthless, because the Ruthless obviously has a very dangerous gun, which you get find in a Death Star sort of version of that gun. So he could one-shot those tanks, but when the Ruthless goes on to reload, he has an incredibly long reload. So I need to be able to cover him, really. Unfortunately, our TD in the other side of the map looks like it's going to get taken out. Once that's happened, we're going to be a little bit trapped. So this is not ideal, very not ideal. I need our TD to hold on for as long as they possibly can. They looks like they're coming around on this Ruthless. Going to try and cover him, try and finish off this one-shot T28. We do take out the one-shot T28. Unfortunately, our Ruthless goes down to the E3. We're now in a 2 versus 3, where I've got an enemy E3 and that enemy Jag E100 and enemy artillery. Artillery just misses us. We're doing our best to try and evade that. Our enemy TD is a one-shot. I'm going to see if we can finish off this E3. Look for a shot in the lower plate. Unfortunately, just misses. I didn't have time to fully aim that. If that shot would have hit his lower plate, it would have penned, and then we could have took out the one-shot E3. I will obviously beat his reload. The problem is he's now gone hull down, and I'm not going to pen his cupola. It's just not going to happen. And every second I'm detected, there's a chance the enemy artillery is going to take me out. I'm now in a very, very awkward situation. I'm pincered by 2 DDs. There's an enemy artillery. If they push me, I'm going to end up dying. The only good thing for me is that I've got good concealment, and these are 2 very slow tank destroyers. So I'm going to use this as my opportunity to try and escape. I don't want to delay. I need to go straight away. If I can get out of here, and then Live Oaks is a good map for sort of tanks which are stealthy, especially in the end game like this. I can lose my spot, which I have. They won't know where I am right now. I can then try and sneak up and kill the one-shot Jaeger E100, which is what I'm going to try and do, and then I'm only in a 2 versus 1. He does get detected crossing. He's not looking. This is my perfect opportunity. I need this shot to hit. It does hit. We end up taking out the Jaeger E100. Now I just need to try and escape. The E3 doesn't have a shot at me right now. I should lose my spot before he can shoot me. I'm thinking about trying to take out the artillery. That artillery just got detected in the low ground. I have no idea how many hit points this enemy artillery is on right now. Hopefully a one-shot, that'd be good. We've got 3 kills. Win this 1 versus 5. I swap to the HE rounds because hopefully I can pen the enemy artillery with the HE rounds, give us a bigger chance of taking them out. And then I can go back and kill the E3. If it's just me in a 1v1 against an E3 in a map like this, I've got a great chance of winning. Get a shot into the artillery, it doesn't pen. Unfortunately, the artillery is full health. And now the worst fear, I'm thinking this artillery is going to come straight over and just dirt me. I then realise there's an E3 which is behind me. This is far from ideal because I can't even escape now. So maybe I made a mistake at going for this only artillery. I'm thinking this game could potentially be lost right now. And then the E3 puts a shot into me. That is not what I wanted to do. But the E3 has fired. I need to see if I can take out this E3. What artillery misses as well. That's great for us. Now this shot has to hit. Thankfully it hits and we take out the enemy E3. I don't know how we got out of that situation. Now we've got a great chance of winning. We are a tiny splash away from dying to the artillery, but we've got 2 minutes on the clock. I'm kind of thinking right now this artillery would chase me down because he's got the hit points to just eat a shot. So I don't know why he didn't just come straight over that ridge and just try and kill us, because he could have ate a shot. Then that game would have been over. Thankfully that didn't happen for me and was able to take out that E3, and we survived a shot from the E3 and he didn't high roll. We did have enough hit points to survive a shot from the E3, but if he high rolled I would have just got taken out, or we would have fired HE, I would have got taken out. Thankfully that didn't happen, and now we've got 4,000 damage, 800 assistance, 4 kills, and still a chance of winning this game. We're down just this enemy artillery. We've got 1 minute 20 on the clock. This artillery is not particularly quick, so I'm taking a long route to come around. I see I'm getting pinged to know where the artillery is. Yeah, I'm aware of that. I do know where the artillery was. I just shot him. I'm just trying to take a longer, a safer route round, because I didn't want to come in a direct fight with the artillery. I need to kind of catch him off guard, because I've got to put 2 shots into this enemy artillery. I've realised I've got heat loaded. I don't really want heat loaded right now. I want the AP loaded, but I had it for the E3 and I don't want to reload. Do spot the enemy artillery here, get the shot in, and now we've got to try and pull back and get out before he can shoot us. He's a one shot, trying to get below this ridge so he can't get his shot quite over. If he pokes over this ridge to get a shot into him, we're going to be able to take him out. And before he gets that shot in, or at least we hope. Again, I've got the heat shells loaded, don't really want them, but I was in sort of this survival instant right now, just trying to get the kill on this artillery. Only got 20 seconds in the clock, so I do need to kill him, because I'm definitely going to go for the kill, because I don't know if we'll win it. If not, trying to sort of poke to see what way he's looking. He's not looking at us. At this point, I've realised I've won the game. All what I need to do is stop, aim, take my time, compose yourself, get the kill on the artillery, and that brings us an end to the video. So we managed to pick up 5 kills, just shy of 5,000 damage, winning the 133, 800 assistance, and we get the ace tank there. We pick up the medal for killing 3 tier 10 tank destroyers, which are 2 tiers higher, so it's a good little medal to pick up. And we were using the new commander which just come out, which was actually gifted to us from one of our fellow followers, so thank you so much for that. And that is it for the video, so thank you so much for your support, and as always, happy tanking.
Enemy in sight! Hadouken!